problem here, if you haven't seen the video, is this is our furling line screw and it holds the line in. Without it, you know, you can't furl the mainsail. Without the mainsail, we can't move it. So it's seized up in there. We've tried to screwdriver out, impact driver, power impact driver, penetrating oil, tap with the hammer. Just, we've done everything until we got a big enough impact driver and just broke the screw off. So now we have to drill the rest of the metal out. All right, so this furling line is at the end of its life, and we replaced it a long time ago, but the screw that's holding it in to the furling drum is locked up. I have been working grease, PB Blaster, and WD-40 in it. We've got a big screwdriver we've been using. We've been tapping it. We've tried the heat gun on the drum, on the screw, vice versa. Nothing is working. So now I'm using a manual impact driver, and all this is the force of a hammer. Let's see if we can figure it out. I don't really know what I'm doing with this, but I've gone to 2 YouTube videos and it looks as simple as pressing it in and popping it, man. Turn to the left. Let's see what happens. Nothing there. Nothing there either. Let's give one more good shot. Nothing there. It is not budging at all. This screw is not. Spray a little more in there. All right, so they say try twisting it the other way. Try to tighten it first. That might loosen it up. So I'm gonna give that a shot. So we're ready on the right. All right, let's try again on the left. This freaking dinky hammer here. You know, you don't really carry a big hammer on a sailboat, but I do need a better hammer. I've got this monster. It's a 1/2-inch screw, super thick. It fills the head of this screw really good, but well, we're sailing tomorrow, but it may just be a head sail. Dang it. I'm just gonna keep trying. Patience, patience. So we are back at it. A buddy here on the dock let me borrow his impact driver. We've sprayed some PB Blaster penetrating oil on it an hour ago. Wish us luck. Nothing, man. Nothing. Let me see if there's a high speed or low speed. Nope. Dang. Let's hit it again. Nothing.
Not moving.
We have to drill that baby out. All right, Christopher's over, and we just had to upsize the impact driver. Starting to move it. Yes. What's that? It's like chewing it up too. Yeah, false alarm. It might have not been coming out Might have just been twisting off. Yeah, this is really warm. Look at that. No. Look at Nancy's handiwork. We've made a mess of the place because we're running the Starlink cable. But we have to fish the Starlink cable behind the cabinetry here, and there's no access via the cabinetry. So we got about a 5-foot run here. What are you using there?
Fishing pole.
Using an old
Because
fish.
we're fishing for wire.
So that makes sense. She did have it sticking out here. Where's that? Pointing down. There it is.
Right.
Yeah, stop. That's it. Put it there.
Olivia, you get Mocha, please.
I'm just going to attach it here. A little bit of tape. And then gently pull her out.
On that side. It's stuck up there. Oh my gosh. Here, I'm gonna undo it and pull the wire through on its own.
Hey, good news is we found new storage for our fishing rods. Looks like Mocha's playing the computer. That worked so good to run that Starlink. But before we close everything back up, we're going to give this wood a proper cleaning, and we're going to oil it as well. This doesn't get touched very often because it's so far behind all of our storage. It's not dusty or anything, it just, you know, needs to be cleaned. But currently, we're on step 2 of finishing up our gel coat. Previously, we got rid of the oxidation with a removal wax, a renewal wax, restorer wax is what it's called. It's essentially just a wax with a very light compound in it. But you can see we got this nice and shiny. But it's not really long-term protected yet, so today we're doing the next step, which is a polish. Let me show you this, and I'll show you how we do it. So the polish actually puts oils into the gel coat. This is the one we're using, and it actually has PTEF in it. And all we're doing is buffing it on. Then we'll let it dry. And then just wipe it right off with the little microfiber towels here. And that's it. That'll provide a waterproof barrier on the gel coat so that the sun and salt don't oxidize the gel coat again. And it lasts about 6 to 12 months. Is that enough? I've got my dad here with me.
Hey.
He just happened to be in the area visiting and having family time, so I figured we'll go to work. He has machinist skills, so he's going to be very important in this endeavor. What do we have going on here?
Well, hopefully we can drill that set screw out and get you a new one in there.
Yes, indeed. So this is the problem. This is why we can't sail. This is why this one screw. So we're punching it out, and we're gonna start with a small drill bit, go to a bigger drill bit, just slowly get that hole back in there, and hopefully get all the metal out. Oh, one word of caution as we do this. This is all standard practice, but look at this. All right, so yes, there's some damage there. That's not the one I'm pointing out. I'm pointing out the ball bearings right there. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get this metal out without getting metal shavings into the ball bearings. I don't think those will necessarily make it for easy furling with metal shavings in there. So. This is our furling line screw, and it holds the line in. Without it you know, you can't furl the mainsail. Without the mainsail, we can't move. So moved up to 3/16. Now we're at 7/64. Just sizing it up. If we're gonna use the easy out, that hole looks big enough to me to get it. Give it a shot. It's the first time for me, so let's see how this works. See if it's easy. It says easy out or speed out. Let's see
Should be easy.
how easy and speedy it is for a non-mechanical guy like me. Big chunk of titanium. Oh, that feels solid. We had to reset that, but we've gone all the way up to a 1/4 inch drill bit and have completely drilled out, almost completely drilled out the metal. And we were able to, looks like we're able to loosen up the rope now. So now we're at a stage where we're just manhandling it, trying to, you know, pry that line out.
There it is.
Look at that. Look at that. I feel like a dentist. I extracted the roots. All right, so we're adding motor oil. We found out the PB blaster is not enough to lubricate the drill process. That's an amateur mistake for us. Started getting smoke coming out of the mast. It's no bueno. So we're using the just our motor oil actually. Yeah, I think it's digging in now. What do you think?
That looks good.
Looks good. I think we did it. So that's how we drill out a screw and retap a new screw. This is big. We are finally running the furling line. This is good. This is real good. This is not as easy as I thought. I'm convinced I can put the furling line on without dropping the mainsail. Let me show you why I think it might be better. So when the sail is furled in, right now it's furled in, the line on the drum is only a few loops around. So I only have to get 2 to 3 loops around it at the bottom here. I think it's doable, but here's the problem. So these bars are in here probably to keep the line from becoming a web of mess because they're a really snug fit. And so the problem is trying to get that line through and around the back side, inside the bar, and around the front side. You can't just push the line. So here's the solution I've come up with.
You came up with. I came up with.
I'll give Nancy credit for it. We're going to use this seizing wire. It's a lightweight wire. We've ran it through the line and we're going to use it to go around the drum. Let me show you. Jump to hold the camera. All right, let's pass you over to Nancy and I'll demonstrate here. So what we have, let me see if I can pull it through for you. I've got the line ran around the drum, the wire. Okay. Give me a second, give me a second. And I'm trying to dig it out from the back side. Alright, so I've got it. So you can see here, I've got this wire in my hand. I'm going to pull on the wire and push on the furling line without blocking everything from the camera. Are we good on the camera shot? So it's a snug fit around these lines here, around these bars. So I'm pulling here and pushing on the line. There we go. I made it through this one. Just pulling on this line, this wire. Now we're feeding it around. There we go. And that's how you do it. Goes in here. Okay. We'll tighten it all down, get it all tight like it's supposed to, and put a set screw in to hold this in. Simple as that. Well, an unsuccessful update on the lesson. I mean, on the project, and a lesson learned. This is the tap. The tap creates new threads in the hole. And we used this a few days ago and re-threaded the hole. It worked perfectly. It went right in. It was easy to use. It's like hard steel. Today, I realized at the end of the hole, it wasn't clean. There was metal, it was clogged up, so the screw that we were going to use wouldn't go through. So I reused the tap. Went in, I got to the end there, and all that metal, it jammed up. So I pulled it out, oiled it up, did it again, did it a couple times, and it started getting jammed. It wasn't misthreaded. It was probably getting clogged with the metal. Either way, it broke off. Finally broke off. Tried drilling it out, tried easy speed out type of kit. Nah, it's hardened. It's a hardened type of metal that you can't drill into. It's really hard, but clearly it breaks really easily. So we're just going to try to have, we're going to try to have a different plan here, a plan B. I don't know what it is yet, but I've got the line in. We're going to we'll rig something. Plan C will be drill a new hole and re-tap the other side. So we'll see. The big difference between a garage toolkit, a carpenter's toolkit, mechanic, and a sailor. The sailor has some unique tools. Got a wax polyester thread and needles. That's gonna fix the job for us. Needles and thread.
I hope so. I would hate to be out there with this sail fully loaded and pop. We'll see.
Yeah, so we're gonna thread that on. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna loop it around the drum or I'm gonna thread it in such a way that it essentially creates a stop knot. I don't have room to tie a stop knot, but I do have room to sew one. Let's see how that works. All right, so we've got the needle, doubled up wax thread. This is really strong. And all I need to do is go through here. Cut my fingernails. Ah, they'll come in handy for this job. All right, we're gonna go through. Try not to dull Nancy's expensive needles here. Alright, so it's stopped there. And now I'm going to use the same wire that we used to do the furling line. I'm going to attach it here and pull this around the drum. So we'll have the thread around the drum, and that'll keep the furling line from sliding out. Simple as that. It's going to probably be 30, maybe 40 pounds of force to break this. Once the line gets this far in, it won't have that much force at the bottom. I'm no physics major, but if you're an engineer, maybe you can confirm that for me in the comments or question me on it and give me a resource to look up. Okay, Nancy, how did we do? I feel like it's done. How did we do?
Well, we did what we said we were going to do. We wrapped the double wax thread around and knotted it off. So hopefully that's good enough.
Fingers crossed. I mean, I'm going to have to sail it in some heavy winds before I feel like it's ocean worthy.
And I'm going to be terrified sailing it in high winds. What if it breaks?
That's the cost of DIY. What if it breaks? So, well, part of running these lines is you get to examine everything in better detail than when there's a line on. And I found some broken ball bearings in this block. It's not good on a furling line. It makes it harder to furl. So I'm going to use my spare. I have a spare block. Always keep it on hand. I'll replace that, and then we'll replace this. All right.
Action.
All right, so here's the secret. If you live in a small space, you kick yourself out of the house every few weeks and let the kid have total control.
Yes, we are not allowed to come back in.
So this is date night. We're watching the sunset, sipping a bottle of wine. We've got the whole dinner right here. So we're gonna grill steaks here in a little bit, some vegetables and corn. And then we're gonna go probably out on the pier or something and watch a movie. We've got headphones and the phone, and eat brownies. And then we have potato chips for the movie.
I think we're going to do that in the cockpit though.
We might go in the cockpit. Who knows? We're gonna have a good time. Olivia said be gone for at least 4 hours. I don't know if we can stretch it that
I
far.
don't think I can do that.
I don't know if Nancy can hang with me that long.
No, I might have to go to bed.
So, you know. Yeah, so I've got the epoxy here. It's a 2-part epoxy. Look at that. All right, just mixing it up. And with a nice robust smell, you know there's a chemical reaction happening. It's not warm. It's not like some epoxies get. They put off heat. Anyway, it's just like a glue. I'm just applying it across where the old rail markings are here. And we've already cleaned it. Once I apply the glue, we're going to put the rub rail on. So let's check the application. This is not a, ooh, wow, look at me and my brand new dinghy application. This is a, ooh, let's fix our old dinghy so we can still make it run type of application. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna hop in for this next part, okay? All right, kiddo. Tell us what you're reading, kiddo. What's going on for school?
I'm reading Civil Disobedience by Henry David Thoreau.
Let's see it. Nice. Little classic American literature. Now, I don't know why she chose civil disobedience. Maybe she's planning a mutiny on the vessel.
You chose it.
I did choose it for her. She's reading Ralph Waldo Emerson, Edgar Allan Poe, Henry David Thoreau. Some good stuff. Really proud of her.
I'm just packaging everything away so it lasts. Well, mainly because Matt likes to fish or get conch in the Bahamas and it makes the refrigerator smell. And the food saver makes it not. But it also, I've learned, makes things so much smaller with our tiny freezer. We can fit more in there.
Why this brand over the Chinese brand?
Well, I got an Amazon deal on some brand, and when I did the vacuum sealing, it would seal it, and then you would set it over to be put in the freezer, and all the vacuum would come out of it. So I had to go with the name brand, Food Saver. Hashtag not sponsored.
Hey guys, sorry about not having a video over the last 2 weeks. Thank you for your patience. And look, if you see this clip at the end of the video, which is 25 minutes long, you're a trooper. Thanks for watching all the way through. Give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment down below, and we'll see you next week. Oh, and the sailing vlog, those little short, no edit, all the way through videos, they're going to start back up this week. So we'll see you. Thank you.